Imagine a powerful country traveling far beyond its border and taking control of another land and its people. This practice is called colonialism. It involved political domination, economic exploitation, and cultural influence over a weaker region. In a colonial system, the controlling country, often called the colonizer, governed the colony according to its own interest. Local people usually have little say in decision making, while important resource and wealth flow to the ruling power. Colonialism is not only about controlling territory, it also affects language, education, religion, laws, and social custom. Over time, the colonized society may experience significant change in its way of life and identity. Supporters of colonialism often claim they are bringing civilization or progress. However, in reality, colonial rule frequently involved exploitation, discrimination, and the denial of political freedom to the local population. Understanding colonialism is important because its effects continue to shape modern societies. Many present-day political boundaries, economic inequalities, and cultural influence can be tracked back to the colonial period. To understand colonialism, we must look back several centuries. Although empire had expanded into new territories throughout history, modern colonialism began to grow rapidly during the 15th century. European nations such as Portugal and Spain started exploring distant land in search of new trade routes, valuable resources, and economic opportunities. Advance in navigation and shipbuilding made these long voyages possible. As explorers reached Asia, Africa, and the Americas, their government established trading posts and settlement. What began as trade gradually evolved into political and military control over many regions. Competition among European powers intensified. Countries like Britain, France, and the Netherlands sought colonize to increase wealth, expand market, and strengthen their global influence. The Industrial Revolution further accelerated colonial expansion. Factories required raw material and new market for manufactured goods. As a result, colonialism became closely connected to economic growth and international competition. By the 19th century, large part of Asia and Africa had come under colonial rule. This marked the height of colonial expansion, with European power controlling vast territories across the world. Colonialism did not take the same form everywhere. Different colonial powers used different methods depending on their goals, the local population, and the resources available in the territory. One common type was settler colonialism. In this system, large number of settlers moved permanently into the colony, established communities, and often displaced or marginalized indigenous population. Another form was exploitation colonialism. Here, the main objective was not settlement, but the extraction of resource, labor, and wealth. Colonial authorities focused on economic gain while maintaining political control. A third type was plantation colonialism. Colonizers established large agricultural estates producing crops such as sugar, cotton, or tobacco. These plantations often rely on forced or highly exploited labor. There was also surrogate colonialism, where colonial power encouraged another group of settlers to occupy and control a territory on its behalf, helping maintain influence without direct settlement. Finally, internal colonialism referred to the situation where a dominant group within a country politically and economically control another region or community. Though different from overseas colonialism, it shares similar pattern of domination. Colonialism left a deep impact on societies around the world. Some effects are immediate, while others continue to influence politics, economic, and culture even today. Economically, colonies often supplied raw material to the colonizing power, while infrastructure such as road and railway was sometimes developed. This project mainly served colonial interests rather than local needs. Politically, colonial rule weakened traditional system of governance. Decisions are usually made by colonial authorities, limiting local participation and reducing opportunities for self-governance. Socially and culturally, colonialism introduced new language, religion, education system and legal institutions. At the same time, many indigenous traditions and cultural practice face suppression or decline. Colonialism also created social division. In many regions, colonial policies favor certain group over other, leading to tension that sometimes continue even after independence. Despite these challenges, anti-colonial movements emerged across the world. People organized struggle for freedom, equality, and self-rule, eventually leading many colonies independence. Today, the legacy of colonialism remains an important topic of study. By understanding its origin, form, and consequence, we gain a clear picture of how the modern world was shaped. If you are still watching, I hope you are finding this content useful. Please like and share this video, subscribe to the channel and share your thought in the comment. Your support motivates me to create even more content like this.